Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Most of you may know I am Beauty by Sambina, aka BBS Brow and Skin Studio. I am the owner and I am also a licensed solo esthetician and a certified permanent makeup brow artist. And I just want to share a little bit about myself. I have been a permanent makeup artist for about 6 years now, going on May. I got certified back in 2019, so I think my math is mathing right. I am going to be a licensed esthetician going on 2 years now, roughly around the corner this fall to be more precise. And today's video, I just kind of wanted to give you guys, some tips on becoming a solo esthetician. So I am an expecting mother. We have a beautiful baby boy coming in April. I am already a mother to another beautiful baby boy. And then I have my amazing hubby as well, who is my anchor and just like my stomping ground on the outskirts. How I became a solo esthetician, I started off doing makeup back in the day. I got my hands on, as many of my friends as I could. And I really just knew I was into beauty. I was in the service and bartending industry for about 7 years. And I just knew I wanted to be my own boss and I wanted to do something different. But back then I didn't really know what that different was for myself. And it all just kind of came together and flowed, and my passion really started coming out when it came to beauty. That is kind of how I got started into my journey. I've had a lot of challenges and obstacles over the years of starting my own business, especially when it came to my personal life. And then the pandemic hit, and before I even met my amazing partner, just really being a single mother and having to work and grind, and you have to put food on the table and you have to pay your bills. And so a lot of my personal goals kept getting pushed to the back and being on the back burner. And eventually everything worked out and I was able to really overcome those obstacles. And my support system was just an anchor in me being able to even do that and achieve the things that I have been able to. And it just goes to show you, no matter what obstacles you have, you can overcome and achieve anything that you want to. This video is for anybody who wants to build their career as their own boss in the beauty industry and just become your own solo esthetician as well. So it is very important to also have a guide. So even though you will have this video of mine and this platform to be able to go back and watch over and over again, I also have a beginner's guide ebook available to purchase. You can go ahead and click my link tree and it is very organized and you'll be able to see it. I think it's on there for 20 or 25 bucks. So it's very affordable, because I do understand what it's like getting started, especially financially. It's not you're just flowing with the dough right out of your pocket to get everything you need. So I definitely made that super affordable and budget friendly for you guys. And having a beginner's guide is really great underneath your belt, and it's a resource that you can constantly go and look at and you can use for your journey in your career. Tip 1, I want to start off with education and licensing. So you definitely want to choose the right school. I chose the Aveda Arts Institute because they had a lot of good incentives, and you want to look for accredited programs that they have good reviews and they do have an experience with you working on real clients. And that's what Aveda had. Now, their schools are great too, but that was personally just what I felt was going to be really great for my career and my investment for myself, because they also teach you brow tinting, lash tinting, they teach you body waxing, and they teach you makeup courses and just your fundamentals of a facial. For the first phase of school, you start off where you and your classmates model on each other, and they just teach you the building blocks of your, your facials, how to have your consultations, how to do your skin analysis. And then the second part of your schooling program, you get to perform on live clients in the spa. So they have a separate area that is a spa, and you get to actually take live clients. You get to sit down with them. You get to do consultation settings. You get to match like aromatherapy. You'll do skin analysis. Like it was just like the whole 9 yards. And I felt like that was like really valuable lessons for you to be able to take on and further your career, whether you were going to go work for another spa or you were going to go work for yourself. Is definitely really great to have that experience underneath your belt. You want to prioritize schools that do provide hands-on training and certain extracurricular courses. Again, like I said, they provided with, the brow tinting, the lash tinting, the body waxing, and the makeup courses. I was disappointed that they didn't teach lash extensions and brow laminations for the esthetician program. They do teach that in cosmetology, which cosmetology is like everything. You get to learn everything. So that was the only thing that I was bummed out about, because I felt like that would really just make this like program super invaluable. Like, like you'd want to be a part of Aveda. And it kind of felt like a little, esthetician cult. So I loved my educators. My educators were just like super knowledgeable, very hands-on. They also had their own experience in the industry, building either their own businesses or working for other salons and spas as well. And they were just great, like fundamentals in my journey, and them be a part of like that support system with you on your journey was amazing. Definitely also want to, make sure that your educators know what they're doing and that they're just not there just to get a paycheck. Like you want people who are also passionate in what you're trying to do, because this is your money that you're taking and investing in yourself. Understanding your licensing requirements. So you're going to want to research your state requirements for licensing and including the number of training hours in your board exams. So for the state of Texas, it is 750 hours, which is technically 6 months of school. And you need 750 hours completed in order for you to take your written test. And then once you pass your written test, you take your hands-on exam. And then once you pass that, you are able to get your license. You definitely want to research the requirements for that. And also what I loved about Aveda is we had state board preparation, endless hours throughout the day where we were just hands-on practicing like state board, like what to do, like all the exams we had to do, just like all the preparation in order to, really make sure that we succeed once we are out of school. They also provide you with the whole kit that you need. Once I went solo and graduated and got my license, I had all the supplies that I needed because they provided it with me, along with this like nice little iPad that I now have that I also use for my business and kind of use it as like my little computer. And I just felt like that was really, really great incentives in joining their program and going to their school. You also want to stay organized with deadlines for applications, exams, and renewals. Once you graduate and complete your 750 hours, right, within like 2 weeks, you're able to take your written test. I took mine immediately. Like I wasn't playing no games. I didn't even wait 2 weeks to tell Texas that your girl graduated. She got her hours. She's ready. I sent it in the next day. Like the school was like, you have to wait 14 days for it to register. No, not this cookie. I knew what I wanted. I was not going to take a month to get licensed, to make money, to all that. I was just one of those like overachievers. I was ready to take action. Like I was so prepared. I was just like drilling this and burning it into my brain. So I sent it over the next day. They were like, yeah, we got it in the system. And I was like, bet, let's schedule my written. Got my written test scheduled that week, went ahead and took it the next week. As soon as I passed that and they told me I passed it, I immediately scheduled my hands-on exam in Austin, Texas. So I did have to drive 2 hours in order to get that like immediate hands-on exam appointment, because I didn't want to have to wait like 3 weeks in order to go to my local area in Houston, Texas to take the exam. I was like, screw that. I will sacrifice and have a little day trip with my honey and I, because we're going to get this license and we're going to get this stuff started. So again, I was very thorough with getting that in, taking those exams. And then every 2 years in the state of Texas, we have to renew our license. So we will just be taking like a mini course that will renew our license for another it's either like 2 to 4 years or something like that. Staying on top of that, continuing your education. So investing in specialty certifications. Like let's say, you get out of school, you start off with your, your basic service menu, but like you want to add chemical peels, or you want to do dermaplaning, or you want to, do microcurrents to stand out, or you want to do like microdermabrasion. Like, so there are certain like reputable brands and other places where you can go ahead and get those certifications. Like SkinScript does, a chemical peel course, and they give you your certification in that. If you go to Lash and Wax OC, Bree Mesquite, if you don't already have her on your social media, she also does a free 6-week waxing course and teaches you all the fundamentals from the head to the toe, like the techniques, how to perform the waxing, what to expect, how to kind of maneuver through the wax session if you're having certain difficulties. Definitely a game changer, and it's freaking free. So why not invest in yourself, get certified, and then go ahead and put those certifications up on your walls with your license and everything else. So like brow lamination, all of that, you can definitely go out and get certified and have those to stand out from the competition that you have around you. And then, just continuing to learn about the latest industry trends and techniques that are constantly being put out there. And the way you can do that is by attending trade shows or taking other online courses. For me, in permanent makeup, like saline tattoo removal started also becoming like a trend. Like how convenient is it that the same person you go to get your permanent makeup done by is the same person who can also remove your permanent makeup. And I was able to take that course online, because if not, the academy was in Ohio and that really wasn't plausible for me. So that's just like a little example of, keeping up with your latest beauty industry trends, and then being able to take those courses online, which a lot of people are now converting to, especially with just the way our generation is elevating. And then tip 2 is going to be building confidence and skills. Practice, practice, practice. Offer discounted or free treatments to friends, family, and even models to refine your techniques. Like in the beginning, I set a goal for myself. Okay, I want to get 10 models, at a discounted rate, extreme discounted rate. And I also let them know like why it was so inexpensive for them to come get a service by me, because I was still learning and I was still growing. Once I had like those 10 people, I learned so much just by practicing on them. Every canvas is different, every client is different, and you're going to learn so much by getting that experience in. And then you also want to document your process. So I know we get very excited when we are going to perform our services. I am guilty of this myself. In the beginning, I used to get so excited that I would forget to take before and after care pictures. Try your best to just slow down a bit. Take a deep breath. Let them know you're going to be taking before and after pictures, that you want to document your process, so that way you can know what kind of results you are delivering and where you can kind of critique your skills and techniques in. That is going to be very important for your portfolio. You want to stay educated. So follow reputable skincare brands and beauty industry leaders on social media for tips and inspiration. So if you haven't already, I suggest go through your followers and start unfollowing people that aren't, they're not adding to your purpose, and they're not giving you anything that you can plausibly take with you on your journey, and kind of refine that to people that inspire you, that do drop out those tips and valuable information for you to implement into your career. That is like super important. Like I have SkinScript. I do follow Circadia. I don't have Circadia products. Not that I don't like Circadia. I think they're good, but SkinScript just meets more of my flexibility as a solo licensed esthetician. And I'm really thorough with the education in their products, and I'm just continuously like deepening my knowledge with them. There's somebody I follow, also Bush Balm, because that's another retail brand that I carry in my studio. So I also have Bush Balm on there too. That way I can constantly go on their pages, see what's new, see what valuable information they're putting out, and then being able to absorb it into my business. And you also want to regularly read up on skin types, conditions, and product ingredients to expand your knowledge, because you always want to know what is going on with your client, how to determine what kind of skin type they have, how to determine what kind of condition they have, and then what kind of products to use. And in order to know that is to know what kind of ingredients are in those products, what those ingredients are tailored to, like a specific skin type, and therefore you're able to tailor and craft that facial to treat their skin conditions and their skin needs. You also want to be approachable and create a welcoming environment for every client, regardless of their needs. Everybody is going to be different, and the whole point about being your own boss is being able to accommodate any client. Now, I'm not saying like, there's going to be some situations where, you might just not be the esthetician for that client, and they just might not be the ideal client for you. And it's okay to be able to let some people go and part ways in those instances and situations. But other than that, being able to accommodate people and being able to be very like diverse is a game changer for yourself in this business. That is going to be a way for you to grow with your clientele, because their experience with you is going to be so good that they're going to go tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And then it'll be like a referral system. It'll be a referral effect, like a ripple effect. So tip 3, setting up your business. You want to create a business plan. I did this when I was in school. I really took advantage of all the information that they gave us during school, and I just like absorbed it like a sponge. Also get so much information and knowledge from your other classmates too, and we're all just constantly sharing stuff with each other. And I think it was a great way to, you know, really take advantage of why you're even going to school and creating that business plan for yourself for when you graduate. Part of creating a business plan, you want to outline your niche, your services, and your pricing strategy. So what I did was I figured out, you know, what services do I want to have? What pricing points do I want to have for those services? And then I researched other inspiring estheticians, went onto their pages to see what they were charging for their services. Then I researched reputable salons/spas in the area and seeing what they were charging for their services. Then I Googled, you know, price points. I even did like in the AI chats and stuff like that. And then I was able to figure out, okay, where do I want to put myself on the price pointing strategy? What can I do that's, you know, I don't want to be too cheap, but I also don't want to be overly expensive to where I'm not really creating that foot traffic, because you still want to bring clients in at the end of the day. You don't want your prices to necessarily scare them away, and you don't want to get too cocky and stuck up in your ego about it either. Like, you know, you kind of want to be a little bit humble and find something that can really meet everybody. And you want to set short-term and long-term goals for like your growth and sustainability. You know, let's say you want to get 5 clients in this month, and like you're just starting out, you just for sure just want 5 clients. Okay, well, how are you going to get those 5 clients? Well, how are you going to market yourself? What strategies are you going to use? And then your long-term clients. Okay, in 6 months, I'll have 20 new clients on my books, and so forth and so forth. And you'll kind of build your confidence and stack up your wins through your short-term and your long-term goals. Legal and financial setup, you definitely want to decide on a business structure. I started off as a sole proprietor, and the only difference between an LLC and the sole proprietor is that if there was any like legal allegations going on, like you and your business are one, versus if you're an LLC and then there's you, like there's your business and there's you. So that's the only thing, is that someone could sue you as a whole with your business and take like your valuables and things like that, versus if you have an LLC, all they can come after is like the business aspect. You can get an EIN with being a sole proprietor and like a DBA. That's what I have. And then you can also get your EIN with an LLC. So your next step after you get that going is you want to get business insurance to protect yourself. I have mine through ASCP liability insurance. It's really great, really affordable, and they have just so many like incentives once you become a member. They have so many online courses. They have a platform where you can build your own website, and everything is super like beginner and user friendly. And I think it was like $260 for the year, or about like $22 a month. And you can also add incentives. So like if you want to add on insurance for like your supplies and your property and everything like that, I think they cover up to like 30 grand on there. So like if a flood or a fire or anything happens, have insurance to where they will, you know, cover you in those situations. And I think that's really neat. And then you also want to keep track of income and expenses from day one. Use accounting software or spreadsheets. My booking site comes with all of that, so it's really easy for me to track my expenses with everything that I do. That is also something I wish I would have knew when I first started my journey, because I learned that as I went. Track everything. You're gonna thank yourself in the long run for doing so. Keep your receipts, take a picture of them, whatever it is that you need to do. And also like opening up a bank account for your business, keeping that separate from your personal finances. Keep your personal separate from your business. And so that way you can also keep track of your business statements and where all that money is going to as well. When you find the right space, you're definitely going to want to research your studio rental options in your area. You're going to want to consider working from home if the regulations allow you to. I know in the state of Texas, for estheticians and permanent makeup artists, we cannot work outside of our home. It is against regulations, which, you know, everybody starts from somewhere. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and act as if I never did. At some point in time in my life, I did, and it was definitely a no-go, and I knew it. It was like always eating me at my conscience. I was like, oh my God, this is illegal. I can't be doing this. So anyway, it was only a short period of time. I was just like ready to really like get clients in and, you know, all that fun stuff. So yeah, you want to pay attention to location, parking, accessibility for your clients. You know, is this somewhere they could easily find it for anybody that's handicapped? Is there accessibility for them? Also too, when finding your studio space, you want to think about, you know, can you renovate in there? Can you paint the walls? Can you add shelves? You know, what all can you do to really enhance the room and make it to, you know, the vibe that you want to give for your clients? Also too, you want to think about like the expenses. Like, is this something that you can afford each month? Like, what is your budget? Does the studio come with Wi-Fi? Do you have to pay for your own Wi-Fi? Do you have to pay for your own electricity and water and other things that certain places might have you pay for? And my experience was I've always ended up finding a place where like all that comes with it. And like, I like to pay monthly. There are a lot of like corporate studios to where, or suite rentals to where you can pay weekly, which is fine, like whatever is more speed. But for me, it was just like, if I had a slow week, I didn't want to be sitting there stressing out about how I was going to afford that weekly rent. I wanted monthly on a set basis to where I knew like, okay, let me generate that revenue and make sure that I have that money set for that specific date and giving myself enough time to do so. So I felt like that was very plausible for me and my needs as a business owner. Tip 4 is going to be branding and marketing. So creating your brand identity. You want to think of your business as more than just a service. Like, vibe or feeling do you want your clients to associate with your brand? Also want to invest in professional branding elements like your logo and a cohesive color palette. So my logos are like forest, dark green, black, like kind of like a rose gold theme, and then like a neon like pink to purple color. So those are like my 4 colors. Mostly make all my content to fit my green or gold, and then all the other ones just kind of like flow together. And I feel like it just makes my social media presence a lot more professional. It definitely makes it look a lot more professional and clean cut when people come to visit my page. Social media and your marketing. Consistently post valuable content. So like skincare tips, tutorial, client transformation. So client transformations are usually going to be your before and after photos. You want to have those. That is definitely going to build reputable trust with people that come to view your page, because now they're able to see, okay, this is her work, this is the kind of results that she gives. Like, I definitely would trust giving her my money. That is also good. And then just the invaluable information that you give throughout the time too is just going to keep your platform engaging, and you want to consistently market yourself. So posting something at least once a day, because you want to stay in the forefront of people's mind, especially when they're ready to book with you. You know, they might not be ready to book with you right now, but down the line they will, and they'll see you right there on their page and they'll be like, that's right, she does facials, let me go book my facial with her. So for your social media content, using like 20 relevant hashtags, and you can do those as like SEO or GEOs, and that's just like going to increase your visibility on social media. And then creating engaging reels and behind the scenes to really showcase your personality. I think that's just going to really help your audience connect with you more and have people really resonate with you for who you are. Building your website. So you want to include online booking. Trust me, it is going to be a game changer. You want things to be really simple for people. You don't want to have to go back and forth texting and then them waiting to confirm the appointment. No, make it easy. Get an online booking system. Have a link where they can just go right in there, book their appointment, and everything is easy breezy. You want to have detailed service descriptions in a blog or like an about section that also has like your policies and have like your clear boundaries and expectations for your business on there. I also have a section for my retail products, which increases my passive income. So if people want to book their services, but they also want to purchase their products when they come into, I do have that inventory for them, or retail inventory for them to go on there and purchase. Now, some of my retail is not always in person, like the kits and all of that stuff that I have on there. They're not in person, but I am able to at least get them to purchase it, and then I can go ahead and drop ship their products to their address. And then networking, partnering with local businesses to cross promote services. So either finding like a nail artist to promote with, hair salons to cross promote with, maybe lip injectors. There's all sorts of other beauty professionals for you guys to, you know, cross collaborate, promote each other's services, and that's just going to network and kind of grow your business as well. Lash artists, etc., all kinds of other beauty entrepreneurs out there. and join professional groups to connect with other estheticians for advice and referrals. So Facebook is really great for that. There's a lot of good groups on Facebook for you to join, and then there's going to be so much knowledge and information for you to collaborate with other estheticians on. Tip 5, you want to manage your clients and services. So understanding your target audience, especially with social media, like considering who your ideal client is. Is it going to be a busy mom? Is it going to be teens with acne? Is it going to be professionals? Is it going to be athletes? Who are you targeting? And when you are creating like your content, you really want to tailor your services and market to their specific needs. So acting as if you're talking to them when you're making your content, and that is just going to resonate with them and really get them to book that appointment with you. And not saying you just want to specifically target one person, because you're still going to get a majority of people that will come book with you anyway. You want to create that solid service menu. So when you're just starting off with a smaller menu with the services that you excel at, keeping it clean, cut, and organized. And then as you go, you can expand it and excel out. You also want to offer upgrades and add-ons like dermaplaning, brow tints, or like I have high frequency hydrogel mask add-ons and other things like that. And that's just going to boost the revenue. Like if they come and get a wax and they want to do, a lip wax add-on, I have that available for them as well. You want to have your policies set and clear. Make sure to have clear cancellation and no-show policies to protect your time. Guys, we are not working for somebody else. We are working for ourselves, and taking our time seriously is very important, and we need our clients to respect and understand that as well. And you also have to respect their time and take their time seriously as well. The way you expect them to show up for you, you need to show up for them. But also, giving them some grace here and there, just like you would need some grace. So like I do take every situation case by case, and I really only get super strict and stern if things start becoming a repeated pattern. I do require deposits to secure appointments and reduce any last minute cancellations. When I first started, I didn't have any deposit requirements, and I felt like people were more, not that they were necessarily trying to take advantage of my time, but they weren't really like taking my time seriously. Like they were quick to reschedule or cancel or not show up or forget. But when people are paying for deposits, like, now their money is where their mouth is. They don't want to lose that money and have to pay another deposit. And it just kind of gives them that accountability to show up, and get that experience in. Focus on your customer service. Make your space feel luxurious, yet comfortable with like soothing decor, music, aromas. So I always have some music playing in the background when my clients come. If they're coming in for like a Brazilian wax, I'll have a more upbeat session, some more like mainstream music going on. They seem to really vibe with it if I'm doing like their waxing or their brow services. But if I'm doing a facial or a vajacial or anything like that, I will have some more of a spa music setting going on and have that playlist going, which is just going to keep that vibe going. It's going to help them be very relaxed. So definitely tailoring, your studio to that kind of vibe and experience they're going to have right away when they walk in. You want to also offer small touches like water. Like I do have a mini fridge right here with refreshments. I have water available for them. I also have, for my facial services, I have complimentary wine and champagne available upon request for them. I am thinking about bringing some hot tea in here. It is the winter season, which, everybody just loves some tea. We had that available at Aveda, and it was just like such a nice little game changer for people. And then also keeping detailed notes on clients' preferences to personalize their treatment. So like, what did they like best? What, kind of skin condition did they have? What's going on in their personal life? Maybe they had an event coming up. So like keeping all of that logged in on your clients' notes. So when they come to see you next time, you're able to pull that up and you're able to stay like present with them, know what's going on, show them that you care, show them that you're paying attention to their needs. And it's really going to build that like trust and rapport with you and your client. Tip 6, financial tips. Start small. Focus on essential products and equipment rather than buying everything at once. I started small. I started from the ground up. I bought like an at-home waxing kit on Amazon for like $50. I still have it. It's at my house right now, but a little itty bitty thing, okay? And all I had was underarm and Brazilian waxing. That's all I offered because I could not do leg waxing with that itty bitty pot. So I started off small. I didn't have a towel warmer, but I knew I wanted to get facials, and I had to have, warm steam towels to remove the products off of their face. what was I gonna do? I have a crock pot. So I used a crock pot for my steam towel removals. I still made sure everything was up to TDLR regulations, but I just improvised where I lacked at until I got to where I needed to be. And then eventually I was able to invest in a professional quality wax pot. I was able to invest in my towel warmer, and I was able to invest in my steamer. I was able to invest in a decent amount of professional grade backbar products and now retail. So like everything took some time. I was able to invest in my hydrogen oxygen machine. So now I have my facials with devices. Like everything was just like, kind of like one building block at a time. And you also want to consider what kind of brands you want to carry. Like you want to have professional brands when you're doing your facial treatments. You don't want to have something that you can just go to Ulta and Sephora and get. So like I carry SkinScript. So finding what professional brand is going to fit your needs and your budget as an esthetician, and then carry that. Learn about that brand. Find the product knowledge. Have that brand for retail. Be able to boost that revenue for yourself. You also want to track your income and expenses. So what I love about my Gloss Genius is that, I have all the accounting things on there. I'm able to stay organized. It does all my payroll and my tax stuff for me. And it is such a breeze. Like this booking site is amazing. I 10 out of 10 recommend Gloss Genius. They have 2 different packages. You can do the $25 a month. I do the $49 a month. So I do the gold member package because it has all my waivers and forms and questionnaires and everything on there. So it makes everything so seamless when my client comes in, because I already have everything done electronically before they get here. And it also saves us a lot of time when they come see me for their treatments. So I do recommend Gloss Genius. I do have a referral link also in my link tree as well. If you go on there, I think you get like a 30-day free trial just to see it and test it out and build your portfolio. And they do also link all of your information from whatever website you were using if you had one before, and they just program it all into theirs. So it's just amazing. When I had to switch over from GoDaddy to them, everything was just gold for me. And I highly recommend using Gloss Genius. You have all the control on there. You can, do your cancellation fees. You can collect your no call, no show fees, just like everything. You also want to set aside a portion for your income taxes, emergencies, and reinvesting in your business. So if you have a business account, I do suggest opening up a business savings account. Therefore, you can put money away to pay your quarterly taxes, have money put up in case of an emergency, and have money set aside for when you want to go ahead and reinvest into your business. Like I said, you want to offer retail products. So I carry 2 brands. I have SkinScript and I have Bush Balm. So SkinScript is going to be for my facial services, to give my clients, an at-home care regimen. Like if they don't have products, I have them ready for them. Or if they do have products, but they want to up their game and actually use professional grade products, and then I will explain to them why these products are more result driven than maybe some other ones. But I also don't ever shame what they are using if it's already working for them. And then I also carry Bush Balm for, your body care. So like I have an exfoliating scrub, and then I have a nourishing ingrown hair oil. So having both of those do increase my revenue, and I always have it on deck for them. I try and keep as much as I can in stock for them. So therefore, at the end of their services, I figure out what they need, go ahead and add it to their cart, and they're on their way with their day, and they're happy. They don't have to, hear all these recommendations I give them and then go out and try and figure out, everything to fit that regimen when I have everything right here for them. And you also want to educate them on the importance of using the professional products for home care versus maybe using, whatever they can get their hands on, because there is a difference. And that is why we carry them, and that is why we use them in our treatments to treat their skin. And then tip 7, last but never least, guys, is going to be work-life balance. You definitely want to have set boundaries. You want to clearly define your working hours, and you want to stick to them to avoid burnout. Avoid overbooking yourself and prioritize quality over quantity. If you have too many clients and you're overbooked, you're not able to give them that real quality experience, and then you might lose some of that on the way. You might lose that client retention on the way. They won't be that repeat client. They won't go out and refer you to their friends because they just didn't have the best experience with you. So really prioritize that, along with prioritizing your self-care. Take care of your skin, body, and mental health. You cannot sit here and be telling them what to do with their skin when yours looks like crazy cuckoo. Like, you've got to practice what you preach and put your money where your mouth is. Make sure that you are going home and taking care of your skin the same way you are telling them to do it. Make sure that you are collaborating with another esthetician and you are also going to get your monthly facials. Make sure that you are taking care of your body and your waxing needs as much as you can. I understand we are busy. Some of us are moms and we do have a lot of things going on outside of work and business, but making sure that we can prioritize ourselves is going to be essential, especially for the way we are our billboard. We are our brand. When our clients see us, they see our business. So that is just something to keep in mind. And then prioritizing your mental health, reading the right books, reading the right podcasts, surrounding yourself with the right kind of people. You know, that is going to be essential just for you in life, no matter what it is that you're doing. You also want to incorporate regular breaks and time off to recharge. So if I have a full day and I have several clients back to back, and it's just one of those days, I have breaks set up already. So I'll have a 30-minute lunch break. And then if I work another like 3 hours or 4 hours, then I have another break. And then maybe my last hour or two to take my clients. So I definitely have those times so that way I can recharge and really be able to rejuvenate and give my clients the best version of myself possible. So you want to celebrate your milestones. Like, I just sat down with my honey last night and we really had to look over all the milestones that we achieved over the years and really give ourselves like a round of applause and figure out what we're going to do to celebrate those milestones. So you want to acknowledge every win because that's going to build your confidence with yourself and what you're doing in your business. Like, just stack those wins up. You know, that's from gaining your first client to reaching your revenue goals. Like, just the littlest things are a win, you know, like, you know, being able to keep yourself fully stocked with your supplies is a win. Like, however that looks for you, like, don't forget to celebrate it because like you are learning and growing as a business owner, and treat yourself for your hard work and dedication. So like, you know, go out and maybe get a full body massage. Go out and have like a fancy dinner date for yourself. Whatever that looks like for you. Go to, you know, a museum for the night. Whatever fits your boat and whatever your interests are, like, just don't forget to treat yourself for, you know, putting in that work and reaching that milestone. So I hope these tips helped you guys. Definitely hope that you guys were able to write down some key points and really take these with you for starting your journey as a solo esthetician. And just remember, it is not a race, it is a marathon, and don't get caught up in comparing yourself to somebody else's platform or where they're at in your journey. You want to do your best to be grateful where you are at because you'll get to where you want to go. Trust me, it's just going to take some time. Take one step at a time. And remember, like, consistency is key. Stay consistent. Show up for yourself. Continue to market yourself. Continue to educate yourself. Just go all in. Be obsessed with yourself and your business. It is totally okay. That is how you're going to get to where you want to go. Keep that passion and that fire going, even when obstacles and situations occur. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. I want to encourage you to also check out my ebook. Again, you can go ahead and purchase that using the link I have in my bio. That's going to be a really good incentive to have, and just to be able to go and look back over the resources and all of the information that I have for you guys tailored on that, from all the advice, your social media, everything right there on that ebook as a beginner's guide for you to have. So go ahead and snatch your ebook today. And you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought on this video, and let me know what kind of future content you want to see. I am here for you, and I put out content that I hope is able to help you in some sort of way, that you can take this and you can implement it into your own rhythm and be as successful as you can. Share this video with other aspiring estheticians if you think this would help them, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye, you guys.